Okay, everybody, welcome to our day 29 of our self-motivation challenge. Now, today is going to be a little bit different because I have a sick patient here at home with me today. Ralph sprained his back leg the other day. He likes to run pretty aggressively while he is out playing and having fun. So, I'm leaving my main office or my studio down in the basement, and we're going to come up and visit Ralph upstairs, who's tucked in nice and neatly beside my office desk. Let's see, there's Ralph down there on his little bed having a little snooze. So we're going to do this from up here today because, well, it just makes more sense. I don't want to leave him feeling like he's been left alone. So this is me in my office upstairs. So today what I wanted to talk to you about is if you've ever thought that you're alone in your struggles, you're not. Somebody once explained to me that there's, how many billions of people in the world. If you think that you're the only person that's going through something hard, that's a pretty self-centered way of thinking about things. Hey, buddy, are you feeling okay? Yeah, you're up and moving around. That's good. So, today what I wanted to talk about is just, have you ever thought that you're the only person who's going through something? It's not an uncommon thing to think that way. I mean, you get kind of self-centered a little bit sometimes, and you think to yourself, boy, why am I the only person that has to struggle like this? Why am I the only one? It's kind of a selfish way of approaching things. You're not the only one. There's a lot of people going through a lot of struggles right now. There's a lot of people who suffer with anxiety and don't have the tools to deal with that. There's a lot of people who struggle with their careers and their work and who are just sort of punching the clock and hate their job. There's a lot of people who struggle. And unfortunately, the way that you get out of struggle is through being self-motivated to want to improve. I talk about resilience a lot because that's my go-to. I've developed these strategies to be more resilient, to not get stuck, to be able to stand back and have presence of mind and go, when am I moving forward? That's a good thing. When am I standing still and getting stuck, or when am I falling behind? There are some times in my life where I didn't realize it and I was falling behind out of pride and ego or just not knowing what to do. And I think what I want to cover today is how we can avoid getting stuck. Now, if you're new to my channel, this is all about helping dads, 40 plus dads, create more resilience in your life. The struggle is not easy. It's real. And I've just learned some strategies through my Ironman experience, being a dad, being married for 30 years, 30 plus years, 34 years. I've learned some stuff and I'm just trying to share it because it makes me feel good to share it. I'm not trying to sell you a course. I'm not trying to sell you a workbook. I'm just trying to share information that I think will be helpful to a lot of people. And hopefully that resonates with you. If it does, subscribe, leave me a comment. That helps the algorithm find other people just like you who are maybe in need as well. So today, what I want to talk about, obviously, coming up in our conversation, you're not the only person going through a struggle. We all are. We all in some way, shape, or form are struggling through something. 99.9% of us. And even the people who are, it's kind of funny. I've got one friend who's a billionaire, and we all think that money is going to solve all problems. And granted, he has a dream life. He does things that most of us only dream about doing. He had the right opportunities when he was younger. He was just a university grad, but he had a dad who helped him along. He had a dad who helped him with his debt early in his career so that he could focus on his business, build a business, and then he sold that to a big conglomerate, the old startup dream. And then he just kept building businesses and building his assets and building his net worth. And one day, he turns around, he's a billionaire. Really great. But when I was up visiting with him at his cottage at Lake Muskoka, he invited me and my family to come up. I was doing the triathlon in Gravenhurst that year, and his cottage is in that area on Lake Muskoka. So we came up and stayed with them for the weekend. And I remember being in the main lodge, and he was saying to his son would you ever want to do this with me? Because I was actually doing it with Warren. Warren and I were doing the triathlon together. This was Warren's, I think it was his first triathlon. And his son looked at his dad and went, no way, why would I do that? And right there, it told me that the struggles, and my friend later told me that the biggest challenge that he has in life as a billionaire is that everybody wants into his Rolodex. Everybody's always buying him a drink. Everybody's always buying him a meal. There's always a party and he's always invited. Everybody's trying to buy their way into his Rolodex. He said to me, I don't need more friends. They're too expensive. They cost me too much. Where's Ralph? Come on over here, buddy. Yeah. Here, come on up here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ralph is having a tough day. I got you, buddy. I got you. But you know, when he asked his son if he would ever want to do a triathlon like that with me, with him, here you go. You're back down. There you go. You know, his son said no way, because he never saw his dad do it. And biggest problem was, shouldn't have said his name. His biggest challenge is that people are just trying to buy his way into his life, and it's really, really hard for him It is really hard for him to stay healthy. He knows his wife and his doctor are always, you know, hey, your cholesterol is through the roof, and you know you're always drinking. You got a bad diet. You got drink too much alcohol, and it's just he's a product of his environment. I'm a product of my environment. I try to eat right and exercise, and I've got a much healthier life, and I'm enjoying a lot more youthful activities in my life because of what I do. So, you know, to think that you're the only person that struggles with the problem. You're not. Everybody at every level of income struggles with something. And in most cases for men, it's getting unhealthy as you get older. That's really my sweet spot. That's where I really think I can help people, inspire people, coach them along. But I also know that I can't just inspire you and hope things will be better. Right? I got to provide you with tangible strategies. That's what this whole 30-day challenge is about. He's giving you 30 different perspectives about self-motivation and how, when you're the only person around, how are you going to do what you know you're supposed to do? What's going to motivate you then to do the right things, to make the right decisions, to make the best decisions for your life, right? That's what this channel is about. And if that resonates with you, well, you know, hopefully you'll stick around. Now, today, I'm going to share 3 facts with you. Number 1, you're not alone. You're not alone in your struggles. There are millions of people on this planet who struggle with the same anxiety or problem or situation that you're struggling with, probably more. And one of the challenges is finding them, finding your tribe, finding thing people, and finding a way to connect with all those people. Let me just get this framed up a little better there. I was kind of at the bottom there. Finding those people is hard. This channel is all about finding the people who want help, finding the people who want a community of like-minded people who want to have a healthier, happier life. They just don't know how to get started, right? That's what this is all about. So if you are thinking that you're alone in your struggles, you're not at all. You just got to find your tribe. You got to do a couple of searches on YouTube to find a group of people who resonate with you. You know, when I first became an Ironman, I joined on LinkedIn there was an Ironman finishers or an Ironman executives group. And all it was, honestly, it was just a bunch of guys trying to do business with each other in a weird kind of way. It really wasn't genuine, which kind of put me off. The one thing that I want this channel to come across as is genuine. You know, the genuine situation for me right here is I spent 3 hours last night trying to plan a workout routine for the next 6 months so that I can finish Ironman Muskoka in July. And that took 3 hours because my environment has changed. I'm 58 now, in my 59th year, and I'm not 45 anymore, and I got to train differently. So things have changed. I'm not alone in attempting to do an Ironman at my age. And if this is the first time that you're ever trying to do an Ironman, I'll tell you, I'm going to be putting out starting next week a weekly vlog. My new weekly vlog will be about that Ironman journey and what it takes to lose 10 pounds of visceral fat and the detail you've got to go to make that sustainable, to make it a lifestyle, and to make it really work for you. So the next thing I want to talk about is that self-motivation starts by shifting your perspective and embracing the struggle. So, you know, I put out a challenge. I said, if I get to 1,000 subscribers on the channel, I'm going to do a half Ironman. If I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll do a full Ironman. And you know what? That's a justified challenge. That's a justified ask, because if you've never done an Ironman before, let me tell you, I've done 3. It is a hell of a lot of work, time, energy, and expense. And if you're going to ask people to come along on that journey with you, you better have a good reason to do it. To try to tell my wife that I'm going to go do that again for no other reason that I want to serve my ego is not cool. But if I said, hey, there's 100,000 people, man, watching me do this, and they want to get inspired by this, and they want to learn some stuff along the way as an older male who wants to still embrace health and happiness in their life, like that's kind of cool. And that's a journey worth taking on. But, I put out a challenge a week ago. I got no takers on it. Nobody seemed to be responsive to subscribing, liking, commenting on the shorts that I put out. So I didn't end up getting any subscribers, but that doesn't matter. I'm still doing the half Ironman in Muskoka. If I get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and I think, what are we today? We're on the 29th. That gives me 48 hours. If I get to 100,000 subscribers in 48 hours, I'll take on the next Ironman. If not, I'm going to take on a half Ironman, even though I didn't get my 1,000 subscribers. Feel free to subscribe and join if you haven't already. But I'm embracing the struggle. You know what? Because I love it. It is a fountain of youth. When you take on a challenge that you know is going to change your life forever again, Ironman is a bit of a drug in that it's hard, but you get addicted to the hardness. You embrace the struggle, and self-motivation, it starts by embracing that struggle. And the more you embrace it, the more you buy into it. It's like, this is pretty cool. The last thing I want to talk about is community amplifies resilience. This is a community. Whether I'm a community of 200 people I think I'm at 188 subscribers right now. Right now, I'm in a community of 188 subscribers. Every single one of you matter. I'm grateful that you're here. I'm going to keep adding value, hopefully inspire. But here's the thing. I don't know what you want to know about. So if you leave a comment, then I can create a video about my experiences around the question that you have. It may not be the ultimate truth to your situation. It might not be the ultimate answer, but sometimes what I've learned is that just getting a fresh perspective from somebody sometimes is really, really all you need to get moving forward. And, I think I've left enough tools here on my channel, from my VIP blueprint, which is vision, identity, and proof, my iterative process for making change, making sure that if the proof is saying you're not headed in the right direction, you got to go back and test, hypothesize and test and check and make the subtle improvements. And then eventually at some point, you double down on what starts to really work. That's the process. And, maybe I haven't found enough people like myself out there who are looking for challenges, maybe are stuck, feeling a bit stuck, not falling behind, but feeling a bit stuck. Like maybe you're like all the rest of your friends and you want to be maybe you want a little bit more. That's what this channel is all about, is helping people get there. So my call to action today, which is a very technical term for a YouTube channel, is, hey, if you are enjoying this content, maybe hearing me ramble on, I don't know. If you got value from this, leave a like. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to help the algorithm. The algorithm helps the algorithm find more people just like you who enjoy the content. If they know that you liked it, and they'll serve it up to more people have an opportunity to see and view the same information. If you've got a question, leave a comment. I am luckily a small enough channel that I will answer all of the comments that are left, and hopefully be able to add some really good value to a conversation. Beyond that, tomorrow is the last day of our 30-day challenge. And the 30-day challenge for me was, could I create 30 videos, 30 quality videos, 30 days in a row, give people 30 different perspectives and different ways to look at self-motivation and how to stay self-motivated. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about how anything is possible. That is the Ironman slogan. Ralph is looking kind of sad here. He's just not sure what to do with himself. He's getting comforted by Grandpa, though. Tomorrow we're going to talk about anything is possible. That is the Ironman slogan, and I live by that motto, anything is possible. But I also have a caveat. There's within reason. Look, I'm never going to stand on the top line of the podium at Ironman. Is it possible? I don't think so. I don't, and the reason why I don't think it's possible is because I'm not willing yet to put in that kind of time and effort. anything is possible when you're willing to put in the time and effort. We're going to talk about that tomorrow to sort of put your goals and visions into context. So, Ralphie, you want to say hi to everybody one more time? Come on up here. Come on up. Oh, I know you don't want to come up. I'm going to bring the camera down to Ralph because he just doesn't want to jump today. He's a sad little guy with a sad little paw. Okay, everybody, that's it for today. Have a great day. Mean that. Have a great day today. And if you enjoyed this, check out our video tomorrow where we're going to be talking about how anything is possible. Thanks for watching. Truly appreciate it. Bye for now.